Hello and welcome back to the Robo Samurai channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the C-02. This is really part 2 of the missing link from the last episode. So let's go on ahead and take a look at the box. This is, of course, the anime colored edition. So we should expect to see somewhat different looking paint job on this, but let's and then we're going to do some comparisons with the reissue G1 version and all that other stuff. So you can see here it says Turaku Transform Convoy. So boom, boom, boom. I may have pointed this out last time too. So, but it's a nice looking package. It's very small. And then we of course have the text spec here. Yeah, and that's what it looks like. And in comparison with the Walmart reissue, the box looks very different. The Walmart reissue looks more like a G1 box for the US, and then of course this is more for the Japanese market. But you know, it's still got the same kind of figure inside. So let's go on ahead and cut this open and see what's going on in here. So yeah, after yesterday's review, I didn't want to make it too long. So if you haven't seen that part yet, there will be a link at the end of this episode, or this review. There we go. And this is going to be kind of nice, I think. Not going to be much different from what I reviewed last time. So let's go ahead and open it. And yeah, I'm just kind of undoing the... oh, hey, there's actually more tape here. So let's cut it the right way. So there's actually 3 pieces of tape on this one. Guess they just want to make sure it was extra secure, huh? And it's nice. You can still tell from the front that it's set in styrofoam. Very cool. There we go. I guess maybe these weren't very tough after all. So let's see here. We'll unhook that. There. Cool. Okay, and then little handles to pull it all out with, I guess, or you can just dump it out onto the table. There he goes. Drive on out, Prime. There we go. And all right, so there's the matrix, and then we have here the Energon axe, and then we have his gun. Just going ahead and pop that out, and we can already see. I've got the other one here from the C-01, and you can see that the differences there are we've got a little bit of paint. Silver paint on there. Looking good. All right. Let's put this down here, and then we'll pop this out. There's the matrix. And there we go. And we notice that also this is different from the other one because it's clear in the middle, or it's got clear blue, and then so this is more anime colored for sure. Yeah, this looks really good. I like this. This is very nice. And then we have Prime, and you can push him out this way, but maybe I will push him out a bit. Give him a little bit of a hand there, and then, yeah, see they put the plastic around there to kind of protect the wheels and slide it in and out of the styrofoam nice and easy. But outside of that, we'll just go ahead and replace this in there, and we'll go ahead and set this aside. All right, and then we, of course, so here's Prime, anime colors, and then we've got... we have the instruction booklet, and this is probably going to be very similar to what we opened up in the last video. So, yeah, let's look. Okay, so we got a text spec decoder, and we have a smaller sticker sheet. So we've got a sticker sheet for his arms, his bottom of his feet, and these are like lights. Some the Autobot symbols that go on his shoulders, and these go on his knees. So yeah, they have those there, and let's see what else. Of course, the tech spec, and then we have this card here. It says Convoy. So good looking so far. I'm going to put these right on this plastic bag here. This tech spec, very nice. Very, very solid piece there. Here are the instructions, which are not going to be much different from the other instructions that I was looking at yesterday, except for one key difference, and that is it's only going to show you how to transform the cab, and that's it, because that's all this comes with. So, yep. So there we go. We'll put that aside, and then it comes with this here, which is probably going to talk about C-01, because the other one talked about C-02. So, yeah, pretty nice. Let's see here. Yeah, that's kind of nice stuff. You see what it's saying? No. Okay, because if you don't read Japanese, you probably don't. And so there's C-02, Convoy Anime Edition, and yeah. So let's take a look at this. Let's see if we have anything else that we want to examine. Oh, there is one more thing. I thought since we were kind of looking at the Walmart reissue from a few years ago, we would take a look at this. So this is the instruction booklet it comes with. And the thing that's nice about this is this actually kind of matches more what the G1 looked like. Except the G1, the original G1, had pictures. But I like this. This actually looks a lot nicer to me. And you can see here, this is not really what we're showing off, but yeah, it's kind of nice. This is what it looks like. This is like I said, the Walmart reissue that came out a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I don't remember. So very cool, very cool. All right, so let's take a look at Convoy or Optimus Prime. And yeah, you can see right here immediately, there's some gray back here. That's kind of nice. We've got gray, but you can see the molded detail is still there. That's the stuff I pointed out before on the other one. So we've got Tampoed Autobot symbol here, but instead of it being like the full thing, it's just the outline in red, kind of more matches like what you see in the anime. You have a kind of a grayer pinstripe here that goes around, and same thing there. And the wheels look pretty good. I mean, they're all the same pretty much. We do have, here is the one from yesterday. I did not transform him into his, oh, there's some kind of weird hair on this. Yeah, everything else is pretty much the same, except these are painted. There's all this painted detail. So I think I know what we're going to expect to see here. You know, this detail is not painted at all, but it is in there. It's still in the mold. So I half expected to see that this would actually just be flat. So, and same thing here, but they painted over these. These are kind of going to be his feet. And, oops, I don't know if I can focus there. There we go. These are going to be his feet, and basically they just painted him gray. So we'll see how that looks here in a minute when we transform him. There's not really much else to do with this. You know, there is the rub sign right here, and it is working pretty much as expected and very much like the original G1 version. Now there is, let's see here, a little smudge there. Now here's the trailer. It doesn't come with the trailer, but this is the trailer from C-01, and of course, as you would expect, it'll fit just fine. You wanted to see what it looks like, that's what it looks like. And see, everything rolls really nicely with it. So there's a couple of things maybe I'll show off about C-01 in the trailer in a bit, but let's focus on this figure. Okay, so we're going to go on ahead and transform him. Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, I mean, this is kind of one of the key differences. You can see that the lights are just, you know, they're solid. Nothing to plug into them because the hands fold out. And, of course, you have the blue windows all the way around. One other thing. So, this is actually on C-01. This is all silver in here, this thing here. And this is where you put the matrix of leadership right here. You just put it in there and it snaps in nice and tight there. And then you can go on ahead and close that up. And you can have it like that. And as I can show you here, if I just move this back and open this up, you can see it's all silver in there. And of course, this matrix of leadership is all chromed out in, it's chromed out in like gold instead, gold chrome. You know, and you can put that in there. And the one thing that I did not show you guys yesterday with this one is something I can show you just with this one here. And that is you can take that entire frame out. So if we can take this out. We can also take this out. It's designed to come out, in fact. And that begs the question, right? Like, hey, that's pretty cool. Can I put this frame into G1 Optimus Prime or any of his reissues? And the answer to that is no. So, and the reason why is because this thing is molded in a particular way where there's cutouts here and here, and I'll show you the differences real quick there, so that it actually will fit that. So it is a slightly different remold, so no, it is not compatible with it. They did make a matrix that you could plug into here at one point in one of the reissues, like Encore or something like that, but yeah, did not for this one. But yeah, if you feel like it, and underneath this is exactly the same. It's the same kind of thing that was underneath it. And if you like that look, you want to take that out, you can do the same thing with the silver C-01 Convoy. You can do that. But I like it in because I think it's well needed. So we'll go on ahead and just put those back in there. And let's go on ahead, start the transformation process of this guy. And yeah, so pretty much this is the same kind of a thing we saw before. So there is a particular order to it. You want to swing these out. Hopefully I don't break anything. Swing this one out as well. And you want to pull the arms out like so. Like you're going to pull them up like this. You want to get them out of the way, basically. Like that. All right, so. And then we can flip the head up. There we go. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to split these, and you want to split them. And when you split them, then naturally these wheels are going to come back out here like this. But the reason why you want to do that is because you want to clear this little red piece of plastic here. Okay, so then you're going to pull these down this way, and you're going to flip up his feet. And whoa, is that it? No, you actually also are going to have to do this. You're going to split this in half here. These pull away from each other there, and you're going to see it makes a gap right here. When you collapse these for his truck mode, it's going to be like that. But you want to pull them apart for his robot mode. So kind of give it like that. Hold it nice and steady. But again, it feels very like this is kind of the weak spot in my opinion. So you can push these back on. The wheels will peg back in here if you want them done like that. So you can see the slot and the peg right there. It's the same with the other one. But, you know, if you manipulate this in any way, like if you pull these out, they'll undo itself. But that's on purpose. So there you go, though. You just straighten these out. And that's here's the anime version of Convoy in his robot mode. Now there's all sorts of great articulation on this, and of course we kind of reviewed some of that. But let's look at the Energon axe that he comes with. And here's the one that comes with C-01 for comparison. If I can get it over here. There you go. And you can see that this one's a little bit more less clear than the one that goes to C-01, but we don't care about that one right now. But you can go on ahead and plug this into his hand right there, and his accessory will plug in just fine. And of course his gun, you can put it in either hand, they fit fine. So you got them like here. Now little update here, something I didn't realize, and we'll cover it now. So now, of course, he has all the, he has his, he has the pinned knuckle right there, so he can open and close his fist a little bit. And of course, they do have the rotation and whatnot. But one of the things that I didn't point out on both of these here is that you do have a little bit of waist rotation. And when you first get these, I mean, if you get this figure, my warning to you is like, these are real tight and it's gonna feel like you're gonna break it, and I'd say be very, very careful. but it does exist. It's not a lot, though. It's just enough to maybe give you a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, if that's the way we're supposed to go. So a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. So even if you get these out of the way, the wheels, it's not much more. So you got that much there. And then there's another thing I didn't point out. Now these here on the top of his legs, these are die-cast metal. Very nice, and I think I may have mentioned that. Just like the feet are die-cast metal. Yes, they are. They are, just like the original. But you also get a thigh swivel. Now be very careful with this, because this is also really tight. And if you twist this too much, you can see as I manipulate this, that plastic panel is just... and it's the same thing with C-01. It's just like C-02. But it is possible for you to do that there. And you can do it with both of them. Just be very careful with it, because that joint is very tight. So now you can get some more interesting poses out of him. Something I didn't show off yesterday. And of course, he does have all the same articulation where he can reach his arms all the way up and out. And then, of course, you got that little ab crunch. And it's only a one position. He doesn't go any further than that. So, woohoo! He's like doing the Saturday Night Fever or something here. Anyway, whatever that means. You know what it means. Anyway, so we've got some really nice... And this is so hard. And that's fine. Maybe what you want to do is just get them into a pose and keep them there, right? So, again, you can open these. You can plug this in and close it. Or you can just shove it in there. Also, he has swivel at the head. So that gives him some real options there. Gives you some real options as well. So you've got that going on there. So that looks really good. So, let's take a look here at one more thing. And that is the paint detail that shows up in this figure in his robot mode. Let's look at his head, for example. And you can see they painted the eyes blue. All this here, let me get a little pointer here. Right here, they've got gray here and gray here and gray on this crest piece here. And of course you have blue there and blue there. And the rest is the same, pretty much. It's just molded in that blue plastic. Now let's take a look at C-01. And you can see that that's a little, there's silver here, silver there. And yellow on, oops, oh, I didn't realize that was not focusing. Anyway, silver here, yellow on his eyes, and then just silver on the mouth plate piece. And you can see that these are the same. Everything is the same about them but the paint job. So, whoa, there we go. Let's see if I can get them both focusing at the same time. There we go. So, and that's pretty much it, And of course, on the C-01, we have full Autobot symbols on there. And then all this is in painted detail. And just like on his feet and his knees. And if you take a look here, none of that exists. So the molded detail is still there. So they decided to just keep that for this one. And it's molded in here. If you can take a look at that. And it's molded here. And the only thing they did is painted this gray. So that it looked like that. So, and of course we can just do like a trio shot. We've got this here. We've got C-01, C-02, and that's the Walmart reissue, guys. Not too shabby. Very interesting, And you can see the Walmart one only has, that's it. And, maybe that. So, you can get these into, like, a mode like this. Hello, you can see right through his chest right there. Anyway, so... yeah, it looks pretty good. They could be pointing at each other. Anyway, so, yeah, that's it. And, of course, you did notice there's yellow for his windows in this one, and this one is blue, because that's anime. That's the way it looks in the anime. So, and if I wanted to just kind of show off the chest, matrix thing there you go. He's got it. And there's one other thing that he does that I didn't show last time. But they do show it on the box art, and he can hold his own matrix. So So what I do is I kind of do this, and then I'll loop it around there and close that. And then in order for you guys to do this right, you're going to have to like manipulate it. Thus, open it up, loop it into his other thumb there, and then close the thumb on top of it. Let's see here. We've got 1 and 2, and there we go. So I got that and that there, and now he can kind of, light our darkest hour. Whoops. Oh man, come on, light our darkest hour, please. There we go. 1. Let's see if I can get this. I was able to do it on the other one, so I know I can do it on this one. Oops, actually, it's backwards, isn't it? Well, Jewel's supposed to be facing forward because, aesthetics and whatnot. Okay. So, yeah, we can kind of get him somewhat into that. I've got the power pose. I'm going to open up this matrix, damn it. Anyway, so there, that's what it looks like. So, yeah, lots of great options for this figure and its posability. And like I said, the posability of this figure is exactly like the other one over there. So, lots of options. Just kind of a neat, and, you might say, well, maybe it's a little bit gimmicky, but you know what? If you had this, as a kid, or you had a reissue of this and then you run into this, maybe this is the one you want because this here is just kind of like a natural, it's a really good figure from that perspective. I like it because it does all the things you wanted it to do in the first place, right? So and it doesn't come with this, but again, it's this here, I don't know that it would be worth the cost of it to get this, unless you were really, really into, this here. And I'm gonna tell you, I love the toy version. I think it's fantastic in every way, shape, of the form, and it's really neat, especially because you can have, an updated roller. That is just, that kind of completes the look for me. One other thing for C-01 I wanted to cover real quick was when you put this here, and I kind of mentioned it before, but yeah, you can close this on top of it, and then you can turn this in this direction so that you have, kind of more of a, I guess, a battle thing going on. And the same thing goes for the front of it. You can do the same and angle them, I guess, like this and something like that, so hooray, 18-wheelers that have battle attachments to them. But yeah, so that's pretty nice stuff. And I'll probably wind up using some of the stickers and strategically placing them where they should be, so that the look is really, really kind of completed. So but again, this is it's going to, it depends on whether you want to make that investment, and that's just totally up to you. So yeah, I think that this pretty much concludes it for us. So this is the review of C-02 anime version of Convoy. And if you want to watch the full review of the anime version, the regular version, C-01, I will leave a link at the end of this episode. So thank you a lot for joining me. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.